welcome. Ended up getting a nasty fever last night that lasted until this morning, and so I'm homesick. I'm not dying anymore, but I'm still not feeling like accomplishing anything physical. Which is bad for me, but good to anyone who actually follows me and somehow has time during the day to be watching my streams. Which, considering the last one got 0 views, I'm going to guess is, at any rate, I don't feel like having an earpiece in my ear or having anything covering my ears. So I'm using the PlayStation camera microphone, and that is going to come through in the sound quality, I'm sure. So, when it boils right down to it, I don't really care that much right now. I just have been wanting to play this game again for the past couple of days, and this is as good of an excuse as any. So, I probably won't do a whole big marathon like I did for my triumphant return last time, but to get in a session or two might be nice. So, to save you 5 minutes, the last one was basically me freaking out because there is a level 50 enemy down in the path to the next uh, royal arm, and I hate to say it, but I don't have enough HP at this point to be using royal arms to fight this enemy. I don't even know. I don't even know what the impact of royal arms would be at this point because I have yet to use them. Axe of the Conqueror is... holy crap, that's an attack. 483, that looks like from here. I mean, the Sword of the Wise being 194 is still nothing to sneeze at, but that is a ridiculous amount of damage. That said, I still don't feel like taking on that stupid snake. It's literally a Midgard's armor, which you might know from being familiar with the series is kind of a super boss in most of its enemy appearances. In Final Fantasy VI, it was actually a summon, originally called Tirado, and later given its proper name as from the Norse mythology. So there's that, and I just do not feel prepared to take that on because if I recall correctly, the last time I tried to take that sucker on, it was one-shotting everyone, so... or more or less. It did not seem like a very survivable battle. I mean, if I even look at the quests, what is even the suggested level for that? Level 19. I mean, I qualify for that, don't get me wrong. So... but I want to take care of some of the... I want to take care of the behemoth. Let's see here.
Ready for more?
You bet.
Let's hit it.
I'm pretty sure y'all are going the wrong way, guys.
I might have asked before, but is ebony really all that good?
I might have answered before, but yes it is.
Ebony is a local brand of coffee to this area. I suppose I should try to make this interesting with some sort of little bits of wisdom or something like that about the series. So I guess I can start with, to my knowledge, ebony has never been a thing in any way, shape, or form in the Final Fantasy series before. I don't know why they're making such a big deal out of it other than the fact that it's a food item. And probably not an actual food item that you can get. But flavor text is okay. Anyway, I remember last time I was talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake, so if this isn't what I was talking about then, and this happened since that last session, I guess that Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming within the next 3 years. Which means that it's probably not coming like 3 years from now, it's probably coming sooner, considering that they've got other things that they announced that are coming out in 3 years. And given that there was a really great video that I saw on YouTube, and for the life of me, I'm really great with faces, no idea what this guy's name was, though. He had a really good analysis where he said that it's probably really close to completion because the way the Japanese do things is voice acting is really usually one of the last things they do for a project. Which is probably why we get all of those wonderful trailer lines whenever it comes to a Final Fantasy game, where they just try to find something that fits the lip sync of the Japanese voice well enough to pass for the trailer, instead of having the actual finalized line and redoing the lips for that. But I'm excited. I don't know how my attention is going to be split between this game and that game, but I do intend to stream it because I know a lot about Final Fantasy VII, and if something blindsides me, y'all are gonna know it. So I'm thinking that, even though it's going to be probably released in 3 parts, that's what everybody is pretty much set on right now. They've done everything but say it outright that it's going to be released in 3 parts. And there's a good amount of content, like, if they're going to do Midgar as a game. Midgar is this huge city that you see very little of in Final Fantasy VII itself. When it comes right down to it, I think that seeing more of it would be useful. You could get a lot of content out of a city that big. It is literally... it may as well have been a disc on its own. And I think that there's a lot of value in exploring that more, because with the way Midgar plays out, you kind of have a slow start up. You get a little exposition to say who the characters are, or at least who Cloud and Tifa are. You get a lot of exposition and a whole big dump to say who Aerith is. You kind of... you get Red 13, and then that section is basically over, because you're in Shinra headquarters, and it just kind of all goes downhill from there, which is kind of disappointing, because I love me some Red 13. I think he's a very interesting character. The way I decided to translate would make Liam O'Brien very happy to reprise his role for that, because that was one of the most bittersweet moments of his career. Was he was part of this whole big, huge Final Fantasy, experience, a movie and that kind of stuff, and he only had one line, and it's just like, I got to be a part of it, but that wasn't very satisfying. And you know what? Any role that goes to somebody who is excited about it and a true fan and that kind of thing, is fine by me. I didn't really like his performance. I don't think he plays a good teenage animal, but I don't think the point is to play a teenage animal, because that's supposed to be kind of the reveal of Final Fantasy VII, is that you play this entire opening